When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Line. So Memphis offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's loose. The 20. He's at the touchdown Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Knights offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football.
There he goes! He's inside the 40, running inside the 20. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hit as he throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
It'll be third and long. The snap sets up to throw. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Memphis. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the option. They'll give it to the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nope. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and throw it.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Yates. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football. That
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try the run. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, UCF. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. The sure hands. It's Anderson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Yates. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Anderson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll get rid of it. And the timing just a hair off.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a push on fourth down. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. Here comes the option. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Are walked up tight. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it on the run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll move the wide receiver. The handoff to Johnson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Knights. He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And you want to talk about game tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls in the deep ball. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll give it to Johnson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
With the catch, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Golden. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They believe they can run right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pushes ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, UCF! Great job by the back on the option.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Big fullback's got it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do.
Breaks into the open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Knights. They take the lead with the 6.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
UCF 35, Memphis 28. Return.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Motion from the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. off the play fake. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farmer. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he
rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Give to the running back. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Farmer. Inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Let's go. Break.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Unloads it left. Just excellent technique by this receiver, working the sideline, the great footwork to stay in bounds.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The play-action fake. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
They'll go to the fullback.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Gets the back moving. Handoff to the fullback. Spins away from the defense. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give as they work on that clock. Crosses the 35. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Bailey. got his man downfield. Touchdown, UCF! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Memphis picking up the tempo.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work.
Let's go. Right. Double. Check. White 94.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football defensively. Nice job by the defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, there's the ball. And he falls on top of his own fumble. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Johnson. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's looking to pass. Scrambling away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Grab near the marker. It's Farmer. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew.
Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The offense changing the play. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown Knights! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in New Orleans. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Ship. Fires to the big fella. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's taking a deep shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
UCF offense will take over first and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs.
Single. Black 14. Black 14.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Snagged in the middle, it's Farmer. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays.